So fun. It's done. This is a double accordion book journal, so that when it's on the shelf, you can't tell that it's an accordion journal. But when you open it, there it is. There are two sides, and they open like this. I wish you could see the whole thing. It's quite impressive. It's fun. It's delightful. And the pages are from Sandra at Be Happy Stationery. It's called The Fungi Foragers. And so there are some mushrooms involved, but I've also added some flowers. And on the cover, there's an F, because it's brought to you for the Junk Journal Madness with iturtleyloveitlearn and Trish at Crafting Whimsy with the letter F. Their challenge this month, you have to choose a letter, and I chose F for many different reasons. One of them is the fungi foragers. One of them is because there's flowers, die-cut flowers. And one of them is my last name is Ferguson. So you're probably familiar with accordion journals. You can open them like a regular book. See, this one has a belly band with many flowers with a little notebook. So it's possible to have an actual notebook in your accordion book. You don't have to. And the joyful part, the most exciting part, is you not only have one side, you also, now let me do this properly, you have two sides. A little hard to show it this way, but that's okay. We're doing fine. Now, pockets in here. There are the challenge that is with I Totally Love It JJ Madness is, I'm reaching for something that I've booked out already. A whole bunch, there's 10 makes. There's supposed to be 10 makes and 9 materials. I did that. So she has a sheet that you can download. It's free, and it gives you all kinds of materials. Where the little green dots are the ones that I used. And then makes. Here's a whole bunch of makes ideas. I could have done better with the makes, I must admit. I'll have to try harder next time. But this was fun. This was truly fun. Lots of tags, and I've decorated all the tags also. And the one side, the one accordion, has all the little fellows. All of the quotes that you see are from a gentleman named John Muir. And he was a Scottish-born American naturalist. He explored the Sierra Nevadas. And I discovered him as I was making this journal. And it was so exciting because I loved his quotes. So if you want to download these nature quotes for yourself, it's available. I printed it out on one sheet because I've arranged them so they're in columns. But as we go through, yeah, everybody needs beauty as well as bread, says John Muir. And whispering good cheer, he's talking about the raindrops as they sift through pine needles. All of his books are in the public domain, so I'm going through some of those books and just reading them for myself. Days in whose light everything seems equally divine, opening 1,000 windows to show us God. So I have little word puzzle pieces. That was from one of my in-person crafting group ladies. Tags that are also backgrounds. A belly band that is what is this called? This is vertical, yes. And the other belly band is horizontal with flowers. Oops, I'm sliding here. This is a tag in a glassine bag with a pretty butterfly. Isn't that butterfly gorgeous? And I had many of the die cuts. I'd cut them out and I was determined to use them all. And I would like to announce with a lot of satisfaction that the only things I have left, I showed you my tray last video. The only things I have left are these little bits here. That's it. And some of the trim and some of the fabric. So that's not too bad. And to use up more stuff, I made this folio, I guess we're calling it a folio. Yeah, more of the die cuts. Purple and green, and the green is from the file folders. A lot of wax seals. I just decided I liked wax seals. Days in whose light everything seems equally divine, opening 1,000 windows to show God. Did I say that already? I don't remember. Everything glowing with heaven's unquenchable enthusiasm. Now, for another F. Hello there. I hope that Susan at I Totally Love It, she watches this because she made frankenpaper. I'd never done it. And I thought for the letter F, makes sense. This was the only large piece I had left. And all the little bits and pieces, I just kept gluing them on, going out and going up and down to make this folder. I had a page of the painted music paper. So that went on the back, just to give it a little strength. And here's a little bookmark with a place to write on the back. And this is a 1911 book page. These are. So I had made a collage, and that's something I'd like to ask. Leave a comment in below if you know the difference between frankenpaper and collage. Because to me, they were very similar. And I don't know where one starts and one finishes. So, both collage and frankenpaper. I'm calling it, that's what I'm calling it. And a belly band. There we go. The music paper, I think, is from the 1930s. Whispering good cheer, rejoicing in its glory, I gladly, gratefully, hopefully, pray I may see it again. He was talking about the Sierra Nevadas. So I've got a little dangle on a bulb pin on a, what are we calling this? Clip? I think we'll call it a clip. If you have another name, let me know. So, more of the double accordion book, because this is a book cover, and they open sideways. I really wish you could see the entire thing. This is that 1911 book page. At the edges, the book pages are so glorious. And Sandra's digitals, the people, the little fellows and ladies, they're so sweet. You see the fabric there? I'll show you the full fabric. It's a Waverly print. I got it at my local Walmart for $1.47. See? It has the butterflies on it and that beautiful deep purple with botanical. It's lovely. I'll show you the cover. It made the cover beautiful too. A puzzle piece, celebrate every breath of it, a gift that we may well thank God for. That's John Muir. A little collage there, and always more die cuts. Flowers, F. Have I showed you the whole thing? I hope I did. Yep. This is actually quite a small accordion in accordion terms. I made one at the beginning of 2025 as my starting the year word of the year. Okay, so that's one side, and it has a little fellow. And I have these ties here. They go underneath so that you can keep each accordion closed so that it is very compact on the shelf. I'm going to take some of the tags and stuff out that you can see that it's my fault that it's so poofy. I have some tags that I have not decorated the back. Ugh, fail. Isn't this trim lovely? And this is a die cut. Where can I put them? Another tag with a wax seal. I guess I figured I had enough on the front. I don't know. Look at that little squirrel eating strawberries. Hey, some days I feel like that. And as we go further along, oops, do you see this? How it is a banner, or I think in the UK you call them, what do you call them? I hear you talking about them. What is the word you reference these? Bunting, that's it. So these are just pieces of music paper, and the marks I literally drew on them. I saw this video on Instagram, I think. I don't know the name of the person. I'll try and find it and leave it here on the screen. And more of John Muir's The Feeling of Grateful Sequestration. Ugh, I know what it means. I don't know how to say it. Without ruffling the deep, hushed calm and peace. So, sequestering yourself. An atmosphere of sheltered, tucked away place in nature. That's lovely, isn't it? Look at this. Look at this. See the little mushrooms? Fungi for foragers. Love it. All right. This is a die cut with a wax seal. And see, it just sort of, an accordion journal just moves you along if you have it fully out. We go with the bunting to the little house in a forest. It might be a die-cut forest, but it's a forest. And if you don't have room to spread out, then you can just go like this, open the page. See, it works both ways. Now this is I could have made a tag to go in there, but I liked the digital behind it. But in every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. That's so true. You don't know what you're going to find, and it's always more than what you expect. And the back? And this journal is brought to you by the letter F. So I like this one too, this happy life. I like that stamp. This is fabric underneath here. And this is a paper clip. And when I find the right glue, I'll use it to hold these where they belong. I don't have the right glue at this point. But we have this little girlie, and I wanted a background for her. So this paper, the main paper on this 2 accordions, is tea-dyed with Easter egg dye. But I wanted to use some of the digitals as background, so it lends itself beautifully for that, doesn't it? And we'll just tuck this in, and the paper clip holds it on beautifully, just like so. Let's look at the other side of, see, all the boys are on this side, all the girls on this side, just because it suited my whimsy. Look, paper napkin, grow and share. Everything glowing with heaven's unquenchable enthusiasm. Rejoicing in its glory, I gladly, gratefully, hopefully pray that I may see it again. The Sierra Mountain Range. And this little girl, look at her. Look at her expression. Like, she makes me laugh every time I see her. And it is a large tag with a small tag. And on the back is more of the little bits of paper that I had left over. And I made this band on the back. And I meant to add, where'd it go? I meant to add one of these here. Let's see if I can replace this without losing the little baubles. How are you doing? I want to welcome everyone. I hope you're having fun crafting. I hope you have something on your desk that's just delighting you. It's a good way to remain a little grounded. So here's another one of those clips. And I have a piece of the fabric, the purple fabric, and I put it through a hole because it had such a long tail and I didn't want to cut it off. And brought it along this side, the tail, so I could hang my little bulb pin on it and put it under the leaf so it secured it. I incorporated a lot of different ideas, and the digitals themselves, so whimsical, they lent themselves to just experimenting. Yeah, I'm enjoying the option. I realized in January, I think, I find it hard to be whimsical. So I'm practicing. This is Mod Podged on. It's a paper napkin. So only one ply. And then as though they're going through a garden. Grow and share. Yes, and the little slug. That one I got from Canva. I like Canva just to add extras where I want them. So we have the little girlies on this side. Let me close this up. And, a knot, a bow, whatever you want, it doesn't matter. This is a special clip that I used. I showed you in one video. This here is flat usually because you're meant to put your pen through here and here sideways, which obviously in a book it's not going to work. So I bent this so I can use a pen that has a clip on the pen or the lid to attach it, and then you always have a pen to write with in your book, like so. Fits perfectly. That's why having a book base, what do we call it? A book cover as the base of your double accordion makes so much sense. All right, and here is the cover. The fabric, which is the Waverly fabric. And I cut out the butterflies. There's a large and a small. And I glued, this is Mod Podged on. Not a lot, very little. This hangs from the clip, but obviously can be removed too. Little bead charm. And I sewed one of those beads on. Die cuts. And this is a die cut too. And there's another of the butterfly. And it just sits there. This is a peacock feather, a real feather. And of course, the letter F on a wax seal. And two of the little images. When you have I can't show it to you because this is the wrong, I've cut it up already. But when you have if you print out the part that comes with the digitals, often there's little pictures. You can use them in your wax seals. I have a wax seal metal piece that is flat. It doesn't have any embossing on it. So I poured the wax in. Yeah, this is from wax. Don't do that. But I poured the wax into the mold, and then I pushed in the little circle because I punched out a circle, and then I put the wax seal metal part on top to push it down, and that's what you get. And it is completely adhered. It's not going anywhere. So you end up with a cover. It might be a bit much. I was told by the ladies in the Facebook group that there is no such thing as too much in junk journaling. Now I was going to add something else too, a book plate, but that was too much for me, for my aesthetic. I'm usually pretty simple, but this was an old book that was on my father's bookshelf when I was growing up. So using it is a memory for me of him. He's been gone now 40 years. But I was blessed to be able to bring all his stuff home. See, it goes like this. I really wish I could show you the fun and that you can see people's eyes when you open up the double accordion. See how it opens like this? Ugh, I wish I could show you. Because their eyes go big. It's so unexpected. Try one. I have a video when I started this series showing how to create it. It's simple. I'm going to begin another double accordion book journal, but a little more advanced. Advanced, is that a good enough word? Maybe not. What it is more complicated. Okay, let's use the word complicated. This is a very simple accordion with a few pages. I'm going to make more pages in a larger book, and the pages are going to be more like Frankenpapers. I hope. I think. I better figure out what a Frankenpaper is first. But this is finished. Oh, I didn't show you this. I meant to show you. So, I did a series, an actual full journal with parchment paper. 25 ways to use parchment paper. This is not parchment paper, this is tracing paper. So most of the things that you can do with parchment paper, you can do with tracing paper. I die cut these things out. I'm going to put a picture on the screen from painted tracing paper, and it's layers. So this is one of 25. Let me see if I can, butterfly or wing overlays. I cut out many translucent butterflies, petals, leaves, or wings. Yep, that's this. And doesn't that fit well? I mean, come on, in a nature journal? Sure. Fresh beauty opens one's eyes wherever it is really seen. Grass. Grass is beautiful. Leaves along the forest floor. So this is this tea and Easter egg dye. I put a stencil down on the page, and then I spritz it with tea and Easter egg color, and it comes out. Now this is probably one of the last papers that I have from last year. I am on my own for a few days, so I'm going to be dyeing paper. I'm doing avocado dye again, and I'm going to do more Easter egg color because, oh yeah, I know, I have other things planned, but someone in my in-person crafting group, I'm going to make her, a double accordion journal. I've already painted these papers. Do you see how shiny they are? So I used 3 different things. I used watercolor, I used Caran d'Ache, where is it? I'm looking for it now. Caran d'Ache crayons, and I used gelatos. Well, maybe you know this, but I didn't. The color is not fixed. When they dried, I'd run my hand over it and I'd get color on my hand. And I thought, well, that doesn't work. I can't make somebody a journal. And so these I decided to Mod Podge, and it really makes the papers interesting. I'm going to make this because the lady, her name is Joy. She likes teal and purple. So I'm going to make these as a small junk journal. A accordion journal. Now, these are not Mod Podged. When I did some research on how to fix it, the color on the page, I knew that there's a spray you can use, but it's expensive. I actually have it, but I couldn't go in the garage to do it, and it's very stinky. So instead, I got some hairspray and a light dusting of hairspray on both sides. Took care of that problem of the color coming off on my hands. And it's not shiny. Isn't that interesting? How I make these, I have a glass mat and I just paint on the glass mat and then I put the paper down. I probably spritz water on the paint or the Caran d'Ache. I really like these things, other than the fact that they don't stay on the paper. If you go like this, apparently not. They do come off, take my word for it. And the gelatos, I like their Faber-Castell gelatos. The reason I bought them quite a while ago was when I watched videos, people using them. They said, I've had them forever and they're still good. So I thought, okay, that's a good investment, because I knew I wouldn't use them quickly, but if you buy them and they're still good years later. Now this one is Distress ink. I can tell because of the, like a square thing. So this is the only Distress ink. My Distress inks aren't as, that's the crayons. I don't like this page much. This was not done on the glass mat. This was done with me literally scribbling on it, and I couldn't get rid of the scribbles. I may not end up using that, but it was an interesting experiment. Yeah. Okay, there's more white paper. Going to be dyed. Anyhow, so that's coming up. You'll see me working on the next double accordion book journal. I invite you to, I'll link below to this, the sheet, and you can watch the video too where I demonstrate each one of these. You can layer parchment or tracing paper between book pages. You can, watch the video. I did all of them so you get a sense of what they are. And if you'd like, feel free to pick up the nature quotes and you can just cut them out. You can, I used die cuts. Where'd they go? So here I tore them out. And here, where did they go? There. I used a die cut to cut around them. And I had to put the context in because otherwise you wouldn't really want to, you want to know what he's talking about. Fresh beauty opens one's eyes wherever it is really seen. Nope, not that one. Different one. Whispering good cheer. Like, what does that mean? What was he referring to? So I had to put, this refers to the raindrop. He was talking about the raindrops. He's like a travel writer, but naturalist. It's a combination. And he's from the 1800s, so his wording is a little archaic. It takes a little bit of time to work through what he's saying. You read 2 sentences and you think, pardon? And then you figure it out. But it's fun reading his stuff because it's in the public domain. It's in Project Gutenberg, so it's free. All right, so we have 25 ways to use parchment paper or tracing paper, shareable nature quotes, And these digitals are from Sandra at Be Happy Stationery. B as in buzz, be happy. And yeah, this concludes this journal. I'll be doing more double journals, but this concludes this project for Junk Journal Madness and as a part of the design team of Be Happy Stationery. This is the April. There's beauty in simplicity. Yes, there is. Unless you're junk journaling, and then it's a lot more. Anyhow, I'm Lori at Positive Thanks Living. I'm so happy you're here. If you're enjoying this, and if you want to see what other interesting things I'm going to do deep dives in, I invite you to subscribe. And if you've enjoyed it, just touch the like. That would be lovely. Because then, yes, the algorithm, it'll share it out to more people. And I'll be more careful. No more hot wax on my hands. I got it on my dress too. And it didn't come off. All right, bye for now. And we'll see you then on Tuesday. I do videos Fridays and Tuesdays. And I wish you well. Leave a comment. Introduce yourself. What are you working on? I'd love to know. Bye for now. So I spread the journal out from one end of my desk to the other, and it ended up being more than 54 inches. This is one side of the double accordion book journal. See, and I'm going to flip it over that you can see the other side, which includes the front of the book. Now these digitals are the fungi foragers. Here we go. Here's the other side. I flipped it over. You can see that paper napkin part and the quizzical, whimsical girl. There's the cover. And so this is the other side, the second of the two journals, the two accordions. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for stopping by. I look forward to seeing you again. Take care. Bye for now. Really, now it's bye.